It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello. It's game time here in Miami as the crowds at the American Airlines Arena look to cheer on the hometown Heat. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and on the sideline, David Aldridge. Last outing for Orlando, the loss to Phoenix. And that does your confidence, guys, no favor. They got manhandled in that one. It wasn't pretty.
And, you know, their focus wasn't there in that one. Same with the shot selection.
I've seen worse shooting nights, but this was pretty bad, and it obviously cost them the game.
How about just getting along? I mean, obviously you want to win and play well, but what about teammates just getting along?
You know, Kevin, I love it because I think there's an expectation if you don't get along, you can't win. There are some teams you can see these two guys don't like each other, and they still win. But then the teams that is sustained for a long time is the teammates that get along. What you want to do is set, you know, goals that's realistic. If you can do that and obtain that, then you have pretty much a good team.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the court for Orlando. Inside, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are in the backcourt. And it's Isaac in at the three. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And Isaac is rapidly becoming a load for the defense. He utilizes that huge frame to get the shot he wants in the paint.
Now, here's Richardson. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
He's just one of those guys who just knows how to generate offense regardless of the situation.
Augustine looking around. Pass to Gordon. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. That one goes. Count it.
You can tell the years that Johnson's been doing this. Professional move. We'll see if he can complete the N1. James Johnson, one of those do-everything guys you love to have. Brings in energy, physicality, and toughness.
Free throw no good for Johnson. And Smitty, I'd say that James Johnson, one of the better defensive players in the NBA.
Yeah, teams look for those strong physical wings who can guard multiple positions. He can defend all 5 positions and never afraid of contact.
Augustine lays it up and banks it in. The Heat have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Dragic against Augustine. From the stripe. No good from Dragic. Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Isaac kicks to Gordon. Augustine against Dragic. Augustine passes to Gordon. Over Dragic. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Gordon's got his first 2 points of the night. Over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Johnson finds Dragic. Waiters surveying the D. Clock at 5. Good on the 13-footer. Waiters got 5 points so far.
You know, that's another good play call. They are shooting 80% to start this game.
Augustine passes to Vucevic. Back to Augustine. That one falls. Augustine's got his second bucket.
And it's all about the release when you shoot the floater.
Waiters against Fournier. Waiters no luck.
He was all alone. Looks like he gets a little too relaxed. He has to maintain his focus.
And Fournier Kicks to Augustine. It's stolen by Dragic. To the inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Fournier against Waiters. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And when you look at Evan Fournier, he's just a reliable source for points whenever he's on the floor.
Yeah, and Fournier is a bit of a quiet scorer. He always ends up with a lot of points, but doesn't tend to wow you with any individual plays. Terrific shooter who just makes the most of his touches and his minutes whenever he's on the floor.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
This is where he feels 100% comfortable taking all the free points he can get.
Waiters dishes to Dragic. Five on the clock from 13, and again it's the Heat missing.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Lets it go from 11. Here's Gordon. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Not sure of the thought process on that one. Really bad shot selection.
Well, you're playing for the team, not just yourself. They needed much better execution that trip down the floor.
The Magic have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's Dragic with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Vucevic. He's coming off a 16-point game against Phoenix.
Also, you have to mention the rebounding, another area where he excelled.
And the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. That's foul number 2 for him.
Already his second foul here in the first makes it a tough decision whether to leave him in or not.
Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Here's Vucevic. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
That's one of his specialties, just squaring up from medium range.
Yeah, he has the height to shoot over most any defender and the touch to make it with consistency.
Now here's Dragic. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Good on the triple.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
Vucevic finds Fournier. Gordon inside. He's guarded by Johnson. Offensive rebound. Vucevic with the bucket.
Punishing the smaller man inside. Just good fundamental basketball.
Looking at Miami, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Utah Jazz.
And they had a ton of missed opportunities at the foul line. That's always a game changer.
Even if you do come away with the win, you've made it a lot harder than it should have been. But that night, they just couldn't overcome it.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Shoots from 14. He can't hit that time. Johnson with the defensive effort. The Heat have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Richardson with it. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Augustine with the steal. Here's the floater. Uncovered. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. Isaac's got his second basket of the night.
and he's got a quiet confidence about him, doesn't he, guys? I mean, he's thinking about shooting the ball as the pass is coming.
And stolen by Fournier. Here's Augustine, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
He's been doing really nice work at the line. 83%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. Smitty, no doubt you had an outstanding jump shot. Talk about the difference in approach when you're a catch and shoot guy versus a pull-up off the dribble shooter.
Yeah, catch and shoot is obviously totally different mechanics, Kevin. You're waiting for somebody to pass it. You're obviously getting your mind set to be able to get yourself in position, get your feet right, and obviously shooting the basketball. Pulling up off the dribble, sometimes it tends to what the defense gives you. And that is an art to see guys like Steph and those guys, Kevin Durant and LeBron, who's added that, to being able to be comfortable shooting the basketball off the dribble. That is the hardest part about shooting it, pulling up off the dribble versus catch and shoot.
So as a great shooter, you think that is just, that's the very top. Your admiration is very high for guys that can do that well.
Yeah, because you don't have time to get your feet set and get your mechanics right when the ball is in the air versus having it in your hand.
Shot clock at 6. Johnson, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Orlando leading by 4. Simmons passes to Augustine. Back to Simmons. Shoots the 3. That shot missing. And Miami the other way now. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Now here's Johnson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. Kicks it to Mozgov. Trying to find Ross and gets it to him. That's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will retain possession. Clock at 6.
Even as he slows down a little, Wade still makes the commitment to defend at a high level.
Augustine against Winslow. And now you see the 2K leaderboard. Not only have these teams caused a lot of turnovers over the last 10 games, but they've scored off them as well. Number 1, the Heat.
Just a terrific job over this stretch of forcing turnovers and capitalizing. They'd love to continue that trend.
That's good from Winslow. Well, it seems the Heat's identity is always built, Steve, on defense.
Physical and nastiness, part of the system, part of the culture in Miami.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Augustine. And it's tied up with that one.
The 10th overall pick back in 2015. Justice Winslow has been fighting injuries, but he still has a chance to be very good.
And Fournier kicks to Mozgov. Passes it to Simmons. Rebound by the Heat.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
And also protecting the rim at all costs. I love the anticipation to affect the shot.
Now here's Ross. 11 points for him in that last game against the Suns in Phoenix. Fournier's shot is off. Miami's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Has to wait. Got a piece of it.
And the giant wingspan of Bamba strikes again. Just fantastic at spiking shots in a variety of ways.
Johnson against Fournier. To the inside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Attacking the defense with the pass. Love the unselfishness.
Johnson finds Wade. Back to Johnson. Wade left side. Over Simmons. That misses off the backboard. Orlando leading. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to catch up with Eric Spoelstra a few minutes ago. He's looking to even the season series with a win tonight. He told me he knows his team can play better than they did the last time, and he thinks with the strong defense and shot blocking, they can make things difficult at that end of the floor. See if they can impose their will tonight. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Sounds like he really wants them getting after it at the defensive end.
And I expect to see them very active here early, contesting every shot and battling for every rebound.
It's a game plan that's going to take a lot of effort and energy. But if they can pull it off, it'll make things that much easier for them at the offensive end.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game.
And when you look at that free throw percentage on the season, they're right around 73%.
He's off on the first. A different look for Miami. Rodney McGruder's checked in for Adebayo. And Ellington is subbed in for Dwayne Wade. He hits the second from the line. Magic leading by 3. Outside Fournier. Inside. Here's Bamba. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
To the paint. Olynyk can't hit.
Boy, he blew an easy layup, and he is furious with himself.
And stolen by Ellington. Here's McGruder. And the layup's good off the glass.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Especially at that kind of height disadvantage. You're looking to score the ball or at least draw the foul.
Fournier passes to Simmons. Goes back up, and it's good on the layup.
Defensively, you cause the miss, but then you have to corral it.
You know, there is nothing more frustrating than that. Giving up points on a possession, you won.
Johnson against Fournier. And here is Johnson. It doesn't go for him. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Magic up by 5. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
They're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
You know, sometimes gambling gets you in trouble. But in that first quarter, it was just the opposite.
Orlando leading by 5. On the court for Orlando, Terrence Ross is out there with Bamba. Then it's Simmons. Then it's Mozgov. And it's Fournier in at the 1 spot. The feed to Bamba. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Move shots.
And that one falls for Bamba. And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a player who's extremely smart.
How about getting scholarship offers from Ivy League schools, including Harvard? You can see him thinking on the court. He's deliberate in the things that he does. Bright future ahead for him.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. You know, Steve, when it comes to playing with maximum intensity, who is at the top of the list for you?
Russell Westbrook by far. I mean, this guy right now.
Oh, yeah, right.
All intensity. I think Draymond Green is another one of those guys. Marcus Smart. I think the Morris twins, those guys step up for me. Just speed and power. They play with a lot of intensity. It's all over their demeanor.
Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. The Heat trail by 5. Johnson outside to the middle. There's Winslow, and the dunk by Winslow.
We're going to see a lot of this from Winslow in the coming years. Explosive young talent.
Johnson against Fournier. And Simmons kicks to Mozgov. They get a hand on it, and the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Here's a look at the schedule for the Orlando Magic. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets. And then on Friday, they'll defend home court against the Indiana Pacers.
And looking at the Mavericks matchup, that's where you have got to bring your A game, especially when you know you're going to be fighting an uphill battle all night long.
And it goes down 2 points. Ross has got his first basket of the night.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
Winslow kicks to Magruder. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Here's Fournier, and Whiteside sends it back.
With that long wingspan, Hassan Whiteside saying, no, not in my house.
Shot clock at 5. Here's Ross. He makes that one drop, only a second and 5 tries. The Heat trail by 7. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. The pass to Ellington. He dishes it to Whiteside. Clock at 4. Ellington kicks to Whiteside. Shoots over Mozgov. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Number 1, Mohamed Bamba.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Heat moving the ball around. And again, the turnover by the Heat.
Looking at some numbers for Simmons. How last month turned out for him, averaging about 16 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's been putting up points with regularity. I mean, that's what they depend on, his killer instinct on offense.
Well, and we've seen defenses try to adjust, but he has the intelligence along with the talent, just finds new ways to beat them.
To the paint. Nice shot there by Bamba. Bamba's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And the closer to the basket Bamba is, the more effective he is. Outstanding at using his size inside.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Heat have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. First one falls for him.
It's hard to intimidate Whiteside because he's usually the guy on the end doing the intimidating.
A different look for Miami. Johnson comes in for Winslow, and it's Dragic in for Johnson. Orlando also making some changes. Vucevic checked in for Mozgov. Gordon comes in for Ross. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Evan Fournier. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Well, sometimes it just takes an opportunity in the NBA, and Aaron Gordon has made the most of it. Since taking over that power forward role full-time, he has shown remarkable improvement. Plays with more confidence and aggression on offense and has transformed himself as a player. Checking out the numbers for Whiteside, he's been fantastic over the last 10 games or so. First in rebounding, 7th in blocks, and he's in the top 10 in field goal percentage. Really able to power his way to the bucket and finish through contact.
And just going back real quick to the fact that he's tops in the league in rebounds, what a tremendous feat. What a monster he is in the paint. Now here's Dragic. Tries again. That one's good, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Hassan Whiteside. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, the Orlando Magic has struggled to find difference-making players in the draft or in free agency. Their goal is to get younger but get better at the same time, and it's difficult to do even in the Eastern Conference, but Orlando is determined to get this right. Kevin?
And the journey continues for them and a lot of teams. DA, thank you. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Dion Waiters checked in for Rodney Magruder, and the Magic making a change here as well. Isaacs checked in. And Whiteside's got the ball here for Miami. Next up, they'll face the Suns. That'll be Phoenix. That will kick off a 6-game road trip for the team. Here's Dragic. Back to Whiteside. Well-placed alley-oop pass into the layup.
Beautiful vision to find the open man. Gordon leading by example.
Augustine against Dragic. Now here is Augustine. He started close, and the foul called on Hassan Whiteside. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Heat making a change here. Richardson's checked in. Here are the Magic now. 6-point lead. Here's Gordon. Another miss by Orlando. Gordon against Johnson. Waiters. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson. And that's now 7 points for Dion Waiters.
Having Waiters on the floor, he gets.
Augustine against Johnson. Here's Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And just another example, Kevin, of how they built this lead, just outworking.
Greg, that was definitely an effort play right there. You talk about that all the time, fighting to get proper position, then slamming home the putback.
Sheer hustle and will out there. He wanted the ball more, and he went up and got it with some style.
Here's Gordon after the Heat pick up 2. Steve, when you look back at your career, which years do you remember playing your best brand of basketball?
You know, I think obviously when you're younger, you feel like you have more of an impact with your skill level to go along with your athleticism. I think my best run was about a 5 or 6 year run when I was playing with the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Those two teams, I think I had my best
Gentlemen,
run.
2 shots. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. on the second free throw. The Heat trail by 5. And Waiters kicks to Richardson. Knocks it loose. Pass to Dragic. Six to shoot. Pass to Johnson. Over Gordon. A shot by Johnson, no good. Magic leading by 5. Outside, Simmons. Dragic kicks to Johnson. Pass to Richardson. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Down low. Shot's good by Simmons. Simmons got 4 points this quarter.
You have to credit the pinpoint pass for making that play possible.
Dragic against Augustine. Dragic looking it over, and 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. DJ Augustine picks one up.
Showing the courage and strength to take it up inside. Gorn will now go to the line.
The Heat have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. And he makes the first.
Well, he was a champion in Italy. We see what Dragic has done in the NBA. He's had a solid career, and he's still evolving.
Wayne Wade's checked in for Waiters. Both free throws good from Dragic. Orlando leading by 5. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Simmons with it. Wade picks him up. Johnson against Gordon. Vucevic trying to get open. And the basket by Gordon. Gordon's got 7 points.
A nice move, attacking in the paint with confidence.
Adebayo passes to Wade. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And for a player 6'4" to finish the way he does inside, D. Wade is something special.
Now here is Augustine. He has 6. On the wing, Gordon. There's the 3. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Richardson finds Dragic. It's hauled in by the Magic. Gordon's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Well, you just have to love the skill Vucevic shows on the offensive end. I mean, he can erupt for big scoring nights if you don't keep him in check, and it gives you a little bit of everything from an offensive standpoint.
The Heat making a switch here. Olynyk's checked in.
One shot, gentlemen.
And Vucevic, no good on that one. Guys, Vucevic doing more shooting from range the last couple of years, further improving his versatile offensive game.
Yeah, and when he was younger, he got his points by going to work on the block. Still can do that, but now prefers to float outside and stretch the defense. Very soft touch on that jump shot, no matter if it comes from inside or out.
And it's the Heat on the break. Richardson's running. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Dragic.
You know, he had a hot start to this game. He's only gotten hotter. We'll see if the defense makes an adjustment.
And Augustine kicks to Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Dragic. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's right around 13 points a night, 4 assists, and 2 rebounds. Solid numbers, the kind of production we expect. And frankly, I think he's got another level to take it to.
I totally agree. He has the IQ and the ability to take it up another level anytime he wants.
That free throw good from Gordon.
He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
He doesn't get the second one.
Just hasn't had his night, but his teammates are picking up the slack.
And it's in there. Wade's got 4 this quarter.
Wade in the open floor is a work of art, knows exactly how to fill those lanes.
Augustine against Dragic. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Feeds to Simmons. And Vucevic kicks to Isaac. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Augustine. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Dragic. Back to Richardson. The pass to Olynyk. From the baseline. And it's Miami with another.
I mean, even he was surprised to be that open.
Magic leading by 3. And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Pass to Isaac. Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Offensive rebound, Simmons. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Big difference from the first quarter to the second. His shot looks completely in rhythm now.
13 feet away. Doesn't go that time. Gordon with the defensive effort. Shot from 16. Isaac misses. And it's Wade with the ball for Miami. 1:09 left in the first half of the game. Richardson dishes to Olynyk, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Olynyk's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And really, the improvement as a finisher is noticeable for Kelly Olynyk.
Dragic against Augustine. Now the dish to Vucevic. Miami grabs the miss. Olynyk's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wade against Simmons. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Wade.
And after a scoreless first quarter, he's finally finding the range here in the second.
And Augustine kicks to Vucevic. Here's Gordon. Add another make to his scoring column. His 5th basket of the game. Now shooting 5 of 11.
Yeah, what a quarter for him. Firing on all cylinders, putting this team in a good place.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Dragic against Augustine. From 12 feet out. And it's Miami with another.
How about the tempo Dragic plays with? Constantly working for a good shot.
Augustine from outside. And so it's Aaron Gordon making things happen for Orlando. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Aaron Gordon. Aaron, you guys came out and played extremely well. What was the mindset in the first half?
We just tried to come out here, really stick to our principles, pick up the pace, and really be aggressive, and it turned out a high-scoring half.
Just the way you want to play. Thanks for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Ernie Johnson, sitting alongside the Diesel and the Jet. Welcome to the Halftime Show on 2K Sports. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They saw their lead grow to a high water mark of 5 in the period. They were outscored by just a bit in the second quarter as they go with a break now, holding just a 1-point advantage. What did you think, Kenny, about what we saw from the Magic?
Well, their reserves showed up tonight.
not just on hustle plays, but in points. And that's what you got to do coming off the bench to maximize your minutes.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Heat?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted, playing an outstanding game. They can keep it up in the second half, they may wear the other side out.
And that's all we have for now. Tell the folks goodbye, Shaq. Tell the folks goodbye,
Goodbye.
Kenny. Goodbye. Go to Kevin Harlan.
We return now to Miami, where you can see all the action happening on Ocean Drive, right on the beachfront. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. A fantastic game from Aaron Gordon in this one.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, you like to run more doubles at him, but the risk there is opens up things for everybody else.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Orlando leading. Richardson and Johnson are the forwards. Dragic and Waiters, they're the backcourt. And it's Whiteside in at the 5 spot. So that's who Eric Spoelstra starts the second half with. And it's blocked by Whiteside. Johnson kicks to Richardson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
This season, he has been absolutely locked in at the free throw line. How about 90%?
Here's Augustine. Outside Fournier. Tipped away. Stolen by Waiters. Here's Richardson, and it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
For three, Fournier buries it from three-point range. Fournier's got 5 now.
I don't think the defense had any idea what they were doing there. Clear miscommunication leading to an easy basket for the offense.
And the call will be against Fournier. That's his first foul. And stolen by Fournier.
I'll tell you what, terrific anticipation defensively. Tracked it all the way. That pass had no chance.
Isaac, stolen by Waiters. And Dragic with a clear path to the hoop. Count it. 13 points in the game.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Dragic against Augustine. The shot's good from Fournier. And the Magic lead by 1. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Dragic. 13 points in the game. Waiters for 3. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Augustine against Dragic. Augustine passes to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Fournier, and again it's Orlando converting.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
The Heat trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Knocked loose. Here's Dragic. That's his 6th field goal today, and that makes him now 6 for 11.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Augustine against Dragic. And Fournier kicks to Vucevic. Here's Augustine. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Right side, Dragic. Al Richardson, 7 points in the game. The kick out to Dragic. Now here's Richardson. He's covered by Isaac. Fournier pass to Augustine. Left side, Gordon. Passes it to Vucevic. Good work defensively by Whiteside. The Heat trail by 3. Well, Dion is one of those irrational confidence players. He can get his shot anytime, and he's never shy about it.
You're right. That can rub off on a team in a good and in a bad way. The confidence part is good, and at the same time, you want efficient offense, passing up good shots for great shots.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
Yeah, I mean, it's an opportunity to kind of regroup and discuss ways to maximize these possessions.
The reason why is you like to get value every time down the floor, but that does take a lot of discipline.
In for the Heat. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Johnson. Rodney McGruder comes in for Richardson. Wayne Ellington's checked in for Waiters. And it's Johnson in for Goran Dragic. Then for the Magic, Mozgov, he's checked in for Vucevic. Bamba comes in for Gordon. And it's Ross in for Isaac. Now here's Ellington. Tried to fade back in there, but it's off the mark. Outside Fournier. He kicks it to Augustine. Steps back and fires. Good. He hits the jump shot. Augustine's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's McGruder. He's guarded by Ross. Pass to Ellington. Here's Johnson. Unloads. Off the left rim and out. Augustine against Johnson. Augustine with it. 8 points for him. Mozgov finds Fournier. Over Ellington. Here's Bamba. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Bamba's got 10 points in the game.
And once he sets up that low, you really have to work to root him off the block.
Yeah, he has the grit to dig in and the skill to counter if you try to get physical with him.
Again, the miss by the Heat. Orlando leading by 5. There's the feed to Fournier. That one goes in. Fournier's got 9 points now in the quarter.
As the lead continues to grow, this is just heady, sound basketball.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And here is Ross. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Winslow against Fournier. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Let's use this break in the action to show you the teams that in the last 10 games have been the NBA's best fast break teams. Number 1, the Heat.
I mean, tough to maintain this kind of pace over an entire season. But let me tell you, they are really running right now.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Here's Whiteside. Doesn't go for it. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. Augustine against Johnson. Now here is Augustine. D right on him. Fournier's shot is off.
A mix-up with the defense leaves him wide open from mid-range, a shot he usually makes.
Winslow dishes to Whiteside. Johnson kicks to Magruder. Johnson against Augustine. They could use a bucket. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down to 5. A bucket from Johnson. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Magic. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Here's Fournier, and that one is stuffed right through.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
The Heat have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Kelly Olynyk checked in for the Heat. Dwayne Wade comes in for Tyler Johnson. And a change for the Magic. Jonathan Simmons is checked in for Augustine. And both free throws good from Whiteside. Magic leading by 5. And Simmons kicks to Fournier. Here's Bamba. 10 points for him. From deep. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Really smoking the Nets now after a difficult time shooting in the first half.
Miami's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. There's the pass to Wade. Shoots over Fournier. And that one goes long.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Knocked away. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, since the rise of the Warriors, we've seen a fair amount of soul-searching by the league's other contenders. There is incredible pressure to shake things up. Now, sometimes it can elevate a team, but we have often seen it also can tear a team apart.
It can be fragile for sure. David, thank you so much. Now here's Winslow. He averages about 5 points a game. Right side, no good.
Still no rhythm. This may be a time when you want to make the extra pass. Give someone else a chance.
Here's Ross. Out of hand on it.
Good timing by